They're now all but calling for a race war over this nomination. Today, conservative talk radio host Rush Limbaugh had this to say about why Judge Sotomayor got the job.
How do you get promoted in a Barack Obama administration? By hating white people. Or even saying you do. Or that they're not good. Or that put them down, whatever. Make white people a new oppressed minority. And they're going right along with it because they're shutting up. They're moving to the back of the bus. They're saying, I can't use that drinking fountain? Okay. I can't use that restroom? Okay.
Stoke racial resentment much? Mr. Limbaugh didn't stop there. He went on to compare Judge Sotomayor to former Ku Klux Klan leader David Duke.
She brings a form of bigotry or racism to the court. I don't care. We're not supposed to say it. We're supposed to pretend it didn't happen. We're supposed to look at other things, but it's the elephant in the room. How can a president nominate such a candidate? And how can a party get behind such a candidate? That's what would be asked if somebody were foolish enough to nominate David Duke.
I understand that they found out today that Ms. Sotomayor is a member of La Raza, which means in illegal alien, the race. And that should not surprise anyone because she's already on record with a number of racist comments. Let's hope that the key conferences aren't when she's menstruating or something, or just before she's going to menstruate. That would really be bad.
The language is actually called Spanish. It's not called illegal alien.
Republican Newt Gingrich, the former House Speaker, entered the fray too. In a widely circulated entry on his Twitter website, he said, quote, "White man racist nominee would be forced to withdraw. Latina woman racist should also withdraw."
They're just like, hey, Hispanic chick lady, you're empathetic? She says, yep. They say, you're in. That's the way it really works.
She is also an affirmative action pick, Chris. Clearly, the president was down to 4 choices, all 4 of them women, and he picked a Hispanic.
I'm telling you, she appears to be a racist. She said things that are racist in any other context.
I'm not really certain how intellectually strong she will be. She has not been very strong on the Second Circuit. She's not liked by her colleagues. She's not particularly respected by her colleagues.
She's not a bell ringer. She's not one of these justices who's really kind of distinguished herself and made a name for herself in the appeals court. The word on the street is that she's rather abrasive, and that's the one thing the Supreme Court is not. It's a place for abrasive personalities.
The Supreme Court definitely not a place for abrasive personalities. That's actually why they make Justice Scalia telecommute from home now.
If you belong to an organization called La Raza, in this case, which is, from my point of view anyway, just nothing more than a Latino, it's a counterpart, it's a Latino KKK without the hoods or the nooses.
I don't need lectures from any columnist or any commentator on TV about decorum. The real question here that needs to be asked, and nobody on our side, from a columnist to a TV commentator to anybody in our party, has the guts to ask, how can a president nominate such a candidate? And how can a party get behind such a candidate? That's what would be asked if somebody were foolish enough to nominate David Duke or pick somebody even less offensive.
Is she the most activist nominee in the history of the court? This president, who promised to unite the country during the campaign, has selected the most divisive nominee possible.
As racial allegations surface and controversy spreads over her reputation, what's the truth about Obama's nominee?
She is a Marxist. The quote in her yearbook at Princeton is from a socialist.
I'm not really certain how intellectually strong she will be. You know, people who are familiar with the workings of the court said that she was combative, opinionated, argumentative. She's not going to be somebody who's going to bring broad intellectual powers.
I think you can make the case that she's one of those who has benefited from affirmative action over the years tremendously.
Maybe so. Did she get into Princeton on affirmative action? One wonders.
One wonders.
I don't know if this is true or not. This is one piece of analysis that I heard today. She's not that intellectually bright, and she's almost a bully. She just loves to hear herself talk.
As a Latina woman, she said, I think as a Latina woman, I'd make better decisions than a white man. It's offensive, it's racist, it's sexist.
And it is a racist statement.
I mean, that's racist.
That's a racist statement.
I don't like the charges of, well, you're a racist, they're a racist. Very few people are racist. There are racists and they're bad people, but most Americans are good, just decent people, and I hate the charges and cries of racism.
I think the woman is a racist.
She sure sounds like a racist.
I think she's a racist.
Here you have a racist. She's an angry woman. She's a bigot. She's a racist. A woman, as a judge, makes a blatantly racist, bigoted comment. She is rewarded with a promotion to the Supreme Court. How do you get promoted in a Barack Obama administration? By hating white people.